Well, let's see. Going to try and do some testing. I have my cat in the background who came in after I closed the door. But hello, everybody, and Happy New Year. I'm just doing some testing right now. We've had a lot of, I should say, I've had a lot of things happen to the computer that I'm on, and I've pretty much had to restart and rebuild everything from scratch. And so that's what I've been doing. So, hey, long time no see. Yes. And Linda, yeah, hey. So, this is a test. And so I'm going to be doing some stuff through here. Texas girl, hey. I'm going to be doing some stuff to see if audio is working good and go from there. Bill, I'm doing pretty good. Had a few surgeries last year, and but for right now, we're doing pretty good. Hey, Douglas, Mr. T. Yep. So it is cold here in Reno. It is currently, I want to say it's in the 30s. Cat out. She's scratching at the door, and it's snowing at the moment. Yep, it's come. It's supposed to snow about 3 inches, but we've got the firewood going and so on and so forth. So during this little test that I'm doing, I'm going to be switching around because I use a Stream Deck and using OBS, and it's 26 up there in Oregon. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. So just tried to do as much as I could without going live. Like my lower third that I'm building, I got that set up, my breaking news, that kind of stuff. I can do all of that. My automatic mute when I press the be right back. Things of that nature. So hey Brad, how's it going? Yeah. So yeah, so that's why I'm doing this right now, is to do some testing. And I've been doing the offline testing and checking to see if all of the audio transfers, because I run a Mac. And so when you're using OBS and you're using a restream system, or you're doing something like this, audio in a Mac is not easy to work with. So I'm working with the audio shaping. In a nutshell, my system crashed and I had to upgrade it. And it's actually a Hackintosh system. So it's just been literally weeks trying to get the system back to this point. I still have one more thing I have to work on. Abby's doing great. She's hanging out in front of the fireplace right now. 40 degrees in Virginia. That's actually a lot warmer than here. Mr. T could tell you how cold it is here. He's out watching the ball game out there too. So I was going through X and testing some things out here, like this audio, for instance. If I do this and this, another one of the tests, I'm going to check it out. Okay, so I'm hoping that you all heard that over the system, and because that's one of the things that I've been working on. Hey, Richard, great sound. Okay, good. Thanks, Texas. And so I won't be able to get rid of this restream that's up in the top right corner. I won't be able to do that. I should be able to see. All right. Think the audio is still up and running. So can somebody tell me if if they can still hear me even though I'm not on the screen? Yeah, great sound. Okay, good. So I'm using a blue what's called a Blue Yeti microphone, and it's it's segmented everything that you build because see, I lost all my profiles, so I am rebuilding even still. I managed to get the intro. Managed to recapture that from the system, as well as the outro. I was able to recapture that. So just putting everything together. So getting ready to do some comms. I did last night. I was doing some testing and wound up having Lisa the mayor had come in and said hello. So I got to say hi to her. I did not know, and if you don't know, she got married in May. So that I did not know that until I spoke with her last night. So congratulations to Lisa the mayor, and she's just kind of laying back, preparing for the worst, shall we say, hoping for the best, preparing for the worst. This is the year 2024. This is when we've got a lot of things happening. We're if anyone really thought that 2024 or hoped that 2024 was going to be an easier year than 2023 or the prior 2 years, got another thing coming, and it's going to be one for the records. Almost daily, I would bet. Today, I just want to wish everyone a happy insurrection setup day. As we know, it was all a setup. So we still have a lot of people that need to be freed, and we'll save that for another time. But let's see who we got here. Hey, trucking girl, hello. Okay, Evelyn, hello. So, see, I see that that's working really good. Is there anyone on X on my X that can do a comment on X? Let me take a look here. Okay, I do see that I am live streaming over on my X platform at sign PLAAC. So over on X at PLAAC. Let's see here. And see if we can, I see that somebody has retweeted it over there. And there's 2 likes on the stream over on X. So you can see here. It looks like the quality of the video and everything over there looks pretty good. Man, I got to cut my hair though. It's a little bit lagged. I would expect that. Ah, Texas. I see that you commented on X. We've got 3 comments that I see that you made. That's wonderful. So that we can see. We got 3 views. Wonderful, wonderful. So we got the 2 platforms running right now. We got YouTube and we've got X. So yeah, so if you're wanting to follow me over on X, make sure that you activate your notifications for PL. That's the @ PLAAC. Okay. That way you'll get notified if you're on X. Yeah, I see you over on YouTube, Texas. Well, that's wonderful. I'm getting notification as to where the comments are coming from in the chat. That's good. So, great. Put it back over to the center camera. That's good. That's good to know. I didn't know I was going to be doing this live stream. So, I just wanted to make sure that everything was working on the platforms because I can save audio, I can save video to my local drive and I can play it back, but I have no idea how the platform like YouTube or X or whoever, I don't know how they're treating the video or the audio until you go live. And there's just no way to do any kind of real testing until you go live. So, in case I'm going to be putting together some notifications that that will show all the platforms that I'm going to be doing. I also have a podcast system up on pretty much every platform, I believe. I've got it on all the podcasting platforms for Apple and for Spotify and all the big podcasting systems. Grey Wolf Radio is what it is out there. So if you're looking for it, hey Raymond. And Zero TV Squad's in the house. Hey. Bailey's running for Southern Illinois Congress. All right. So, yeah, there's been a lot of things been happening, and honestly, yesterday with the resident, I didn't listen to the resident's speech. I just have a hard time doing that, but I did catch some clips. Wow, he's really out there, knocking MAGA patriots down. I saw a video the other day of somebody who was on the street asking people, what would you think if you saw a person, what do you think if they're wearing an American flag? That's it, just an American flag. What do you think? And people would just laughing and carrying on and say, racist and white supremacists, really. One woman even said she hated the flag. Well, leave the country. Patriotism it needs to be contagious. It needs to be contagious and it needs to be throughout. There's Brenda. All right, Brenda. AMC's in the house. All right. Very cool. Oh, thanks for putting that up there, Texas. I appreciate that for the X link. So we get more people over on the X platform. It's a bit more of the free speech than it used to be. It's not 100% free speech, but it's a lot better than it used to be. I have had 3 accounts over on Twitter that were canceled, and still trying to build up the PLAAC, Patriot Loving American and Constitution. So that's where we're at. I did have plaque.com, but it lapsed for a couple of days, and somebody went out and picked it up, and they want me to pay them $2,000 to get my domain back. No, I'll do without. Thank you. A bunch of shysters. So we've got a lot of things are going to be happening. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try and format my streams to be topic oriented, to have the mods be able, work with my mods and kind of put together topic oriented streams. Y'all can help out there too. What do what you would like me to talk about? My opinions. Over on Cloud Hub, I even called it Ron's Opinions or Patriot Ron's Opinions. I haven't been on Cloud Hub in a bit. Haven't been on Rumble in a bit. So as we grow, when we get back and get some support to help pay for these platforms, it's not free. Rumble, for instance, I think is $20 a month or $12 a month or something like that. They everyone wants to charge, so they're not free. So if we get the tip jar opened up, be able to put out the other platforms, as we get going. I'm also thinking about some merch, but not merch for Grey Wolf so much as some memes maybe. Look, this is 2024. This is an election year. And let me talk a little bit about what's going on, just a little bit, if you will. We have seen Colorado. We have seen Michigan try it. We've got Maine trying to knock Donald Trump off the 2024 primary election. The Supreme Court's going to step in there. They're all using this 14th Amendment and Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, saying that he can't run for president because he's an insurrectionist. Well, first and foremost, Jack Smith has not charged him with insurrection. Let me back it up even further than that. In January of 21, Nancy Pelosi's 117th Congress impeached him, saying that he caused this insurrection, at which point he was found not guilty of that by the Senate after the impeachment process. Then Jack Smith comes into the picture. Nobody in the Jack Smith's party is saying that he's an insurrectionist and has charged him as such. So there you go there. Let alone the fact that he is not convicted. He wasn't convicted through the impeachment process, and he wasn't convicted or has not even had a hearing in Jack Smith's federal case. So they're really grasping. They're grasping at straws. They are looking to, I see that I've got some buffering going on over on Twitter, on X. But they're grasping at straws. They do not want him in the White House, near the White House. That in January 25 for an inauguration. They don't want it, and they are going to go 100% scorched earth, even if it is unconstitutional. And now you've got the Secretary of State of Colorado saying that she will not, even though, because the Supreme Court has accepted the case, therefore putting a hold on their ability to knock him off the primary ballot in Colorado. So the Secretary of State of Colorado is saying, I just won't count any votes for him. Well, I got news for you, lady. You want to see insurrection? Interfere with the election in that manner and see how long you carry the title of Secretary of State. It's not going to happen. So you're going to wind up in prison for election interference, in my opinion. So, Maine, here you got a Secretary of State, not a lawyer, turning around and saying, well, I don't, he's an insurrectionist. I don't want him on the ballot. I don't care what you want. It's the people. It is we the people first. Oh yeah, Brad. Oh, you can bet on it, AMC. He will. Absolutely. Okay. Type of matter real quick. Bear with me. Yep. So they're going to go scorched earth on Donald Trump. I believe wholeheartedly we are going to see false flags popping up all over the place. And maybe not even just the United States. We may be seeing them. Yeah, there's a little bit of buffering on YouTube, but and on X as well, Mr. T. Looks like it's that time of day. Well, we've got the internet seems to go through a slowdown around this time of day into the evening. So those we want to look at as well. We want to test and see how much we've got in the buffering. What's the best time to uh, to do streaming, things of that nature. Anyway, so expect this year to be one hell of a ride. One hell of a ride. Donald J. Trump is man, he's got a long road to toe this year. The battles they're trying to bankrupt him is what they're trying to do. They're trying to make him have to pay out so much that he just will just say, "I give." And if they can't do that, they want him behind bars. Well, I'll say it right now. Even if that man's behind bars, I will still be voting for him because the deep state, the secret societies, the three-letter agencies, and even the equivalent of the three-letter agencies in foreign governments are doing everything possible to stop him. So we need him. We need him first and foremost, gut the FBI, gut the DOJ, and start from scratch with something that truly has oversight. Because as it stands right now, the FBI and the DOJ currently, and some other three-letter agencies, are literally running the country themselves. They have totally decided that they're going to do it and they're going to control the Democrats in power and a lot of rhinos, probably through either intimidation tactics or literally blackmail. There's no doubt in my mind that the whole thing with Epstein Island was to set up the elites, to set up the politicians, to create dirt on them, so much dirt, generals, admirals, you name it, to create so much dirt, judges, that they would be able to come in the way they have and create a police state, own Congress. That's why you see Ray and Garland up there. Just they don't care. Well, no, I don't need to answer that. That's an ongoing investigation. They got to go. Every damn one of them. I'm betting out of the 535 senators and congressmen in the House of Representatives, I'm betting there's probably a handful, 7 or 8, that are worth keeping. The rest have got to go. You got judges, federal judges that are compromised. You've got justices that are compromised. And as I said earlier, it's not just the United States three-letter agencies. There are also other countries' agencies that have helped set them up. So there's a lot tied to this Epstein thing, but not what's trickling and dribbling and dripping out right now. No. We need to have what the FBI and the others have in their possession, which is the videotapes, the black book, the emails, the text messages that put people in positions where they have done wrong to children and where their actions can be brought out and dealt with. I'm not sure exactly how we do that. Yeah. Yeah, Brenda, that's another thing. I caught that same thing coming out of oh shoot, what's her name? Yeah. Hey mama, how are you feeling today? You feeling good? So I probably just missed the texts back up in here. Hey, Giovanna. I'll enjoy that chili. Yeah, I figured I'd just let it go here for a little bit. Let some people come in and say hi and do a little bit of ranting. It was sure good to see Lisa the mayor last night. That was good. Megan Kelly, that's right. Megan Kelly. She she's dropping bombs. I mean, to you know, say what she can say type of thing. But yeah, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Ah, Weather Cat's in the house. Hi, Weather Cat. Hope your dad's doing good. Your sister's still in town, I believe. Or was she? Okay, I think it was late last night or something anyway. And Sun Honey, hey, cool. Yeah, that's the other guy as well. This guy Matthew Graves, he's got to go. Now he's saying that he's going to go after people. He's going to send the DOJ after people who were in D.C. on Capitol property, but not inside the Capitol. They're going after them too. So that may be one of their angles here over this year. Is they're going to start just arresting MAGA people that were there. We already know that they've reassigned air marshals to go after anybody who flew into the area on the 5th and 6th. So, police state and a half here. Oh, okay, good. Glad to hear that about your dad. They're not going to charge Nancy Pelosi. Well, let's just be real. They're not going to do anything to any Democrats. They're going to do as much as they possibly can to patriotic Republicans. They won't touch the rhinos. So, yeah, U.S. Attorney Matthew Graves, he needs to be impeached. He needs to be out. All of these connected individuals. Now, day one, President Trump wins, and January 20th, 25, the inauguration. By the end of the day, on January 20th, 2025, he should be terminating all the U.S. attorneys. Finito. You're done. Every one of them. Get rid of them all. Article 2 of the Constitution puts all of those jerkwads in those agencies. They work for the administration. They work for the president. He's basically their CEO. You screw up, you're out. Sorry, Charlie, there is no stopping this. And that's what he needs to do. He needs to just go in there and clean house. Wipe out the entire 7th floor of the FBI building. Gone. But at this particular point, I don't think that there's a lot of rank and file that are truly patriotic left in that 3-letter agency. You know, how many of those people? I mean, let's face it. They're the ones going out and knocking down these doors, arresting the people that were just simply taking pictures on that day. Garland needs to go. Ray needs to go. Mayorkas needs to go. And this jerk, Matthew Graves, needs to go. Not to mention the resident and the wannabe vice resident. Gone. I don't know that we can wait until November for a lot of this. But let's face it. If things are going the way I think they're going, I am believing that a lot of rhinos in the House of Representatives are being pressured to resign in order to upset the apple cart this year, this month, and give Democrat control of the House back to the Democrats. We're in a slim majority. So it's possible that that's what they're doing. It's possible that they're going up to these rhino congressmen and saying, if you resign now, there won't be enough time to put up, to put up for special election replacements and so on. They take control of the House before the end of this year. And nothing happens with any impeachments. Nothing. As it stands right now, I believe the 11th is the magic day for Mayorkas. We may not have enough numbers to take him out. And that's the biggest piece of crap that's walking on the face of this earth right now. Allowing what is an invasion of the United States. Absolutely 100% against the Constitution, Article 4, Section 4. And if we really, yeah, Brenda, I wouldn't doubt that I'm buffering. It's a time of day thing and the traffic utilization. And it's snowing. Snowing kind of heavy, too. So, Article 4, Section 4 of the Constitution. Let's see if we pull it up here. Article 4, Section 4 of the Constitution. The United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a republican form of government, and shall protect each of them against invasion. I'm going to stop right there and go to Article 3, Section 3, and read that. Article 3, Section 3. Treason against the United States shall consist only in levying war against them, meaning the United States, or in adhering to their enemies, giving them aid and comfort. I saw that there was a report 3 or 4 days ago that there were passports dumped at the border, dozens of passports of Ukraine and Chinese. They're putting military-aged men in our country. And they are invaders, making them enemies. Meaning treason, Article 3, Section 3, to anyone who was allowing it to occur. It's right there. Article 3, Section 3, because of what they're doing with the southern border in Article 4, Section 4. Okay? So that's a key. No, I'm reading some of the comments. Yeah, Brenda, you may also have some buffering issues from the internet to you as well. Yeah, so it's really difficult. I was talking with Lisa last night. Now, and I've said it before, protesting isn't the way to do anything today. It it won't move the needle. I've said that many times over the last couple of years. I don't believe in doing anything that won't move the needle. And even though I did the walk and I wasn't able to move the needle, I was trying at that point to get people involved enough to move the needle. Um, but I don't believe that there's any kind of protest that could be run right now that would move the needle. They just flat are going to continue on with what they want. So the best thing that we can do is be ready. Things aren't going to be pretty this year, and we have to be ready to defend ourselves, feed ourselves, water ourselves. But we also need to make sure that we connect with others. We have to network. We have to be able to do that. Bringing people together, waking them up, starting in our local community, and working our way out. And get that roster, if you will, of patriots built. This is not a matter of if, it is a matter of when. And we need to be very careful that we don't upset that apple cart to the point to where they come after us. I mean, because if you look, we've got this on our side. We have got the Constitution on our side, but they have the power to simply throw this in the fire and do what the hell they want if we don't have the numbers to stop them. I know the numbers are out there. I've said that before. We know that the numbers are probably more than 150 million Americans. Hey, Ray. Yeah, we cannot seem to get everybody on the same page at the same time. So we're gonna have to continue to network, get people onto the Discord platform, for instance. So while I'm at that, let me see if I can post that up here. All right, let's see. How am I going to do this? We'll try that. So I created a link that is on the screen that is to the Discord for Grey Wolf's Wolf Den. And if you go to the Grey Wolf's Wolf Den on Discord and join there, it's that's what we need to do. We need to get as many people into the same place that we possibly can. I'm looking at something here. Okay. I don't have anybody viewing this on X. But they may come back to it. So this is a 24-hour link that I just posted. So if you go over there, you can join the public chat over there as well. Chat with each other. There's voice channels so that you can even talk to each other over on that group. And we're going, we do put information that arises out. We've been slow this past year, but we're going to ramp it up. I'm going to try and put together enough topics to be able to talk about it, tell you what my opinions are, whether you agree with them or not. And what I believe we need to be doing is we need to be getting ready for the inevitable. So please, I think Discord is the first place that we should go. Get everybody over there. You can drop messages. There's people that are like-minded, and we need to keep people together. Share ideas over there on Discord as well. Let's see. Six inches. It looks like we've got about an inch, maybe two, and it's coming down heavy. Taking a look here. There's Trucking Girl over on Discord. Hey, hey. All right. Very cool, guys. Very cool. Yeah, come on in. Come over to the Wolf's Den and share your ideas. Once you've joined the Wolf Den and you're activated, if you will, you'll be in the welcome room until you've been activated by a moderator. And then you're given access to all the media, to the streaming lounge, to the voice lounge, and so on. So we'll keep that going. So you've got 24 hours on that. Let's see here. I think that I can actually do... I'm just trying something out here. There. That's probably better than the stream that's going, so that you can get over on Discord. So many of you probably never heard of Discord, or people you speak to that don't know what Discord is. It is an encrypted system allowing people to communicate two-way and to also download any information, share information with others. So it's probably as it stands right now, because you have Telegram and you've got some other encrypted things, systems, I should say. But I do believe that out of all of them, I think that Discord is the better way to bring people together. So we create somewhat of a roster with people and keep up the communication, grow the communication, and let everybody know we're not going to take this lion down. We've got a lot of people out there that are just totally blind to what's happening with our country. They think there's nothing wrong. Of course, they're listening to mainstream media. And those of us who have turned those channels off many moons ago, we do our own research. We find the context in a statement rather than just taking a soundbite and cherry picked. We've seen Vivek do a lot of beating up on the media, on the press, over the last week or two. And, that's okay. I don't necessarily trust this guy. I don't trust him. But, because I've seen him out there basically, parroting stuff that Obama said early on, almost word for word. So, and he came, yeah, well, just do your investigation work on him. He came out of a pharmaceutical thing. Yeah, I'm not going to go there, but look him up, do your research on him, make up your own mind. I think that he's useful at the moment. He's useful for us in that he is holding people's feet to the fire. So I'm not going to turn that away. I mean, we need people like that to be able to wake other people up. I just love how he's handling the J6 stuff, saying that was a setup. It was a setup. It was entrapment. In any other place in the United States, if an officer did what those officers did, you'd be thrown out with entrapment like that. I mean, we've got more evidence of entrapment than we do of anything else. They took a peaceful crowd of people and fired rubber bullets into them, and smoke grenades and tear gas, and they were totally peaceful until the firecracker into the hornet's nest. So that's my take on it. I'm going to be delving into a lot of these issues in other streams. So again, hit the like, hit the thumbs up, hit the share, and turn on your notifications, subscribe, and pass on the word that that's what we are. We're going to start doing more. I know I've said that a few times, but I had to have the system first. So we've got the system is almost totally rebuilt, and we'll be putting together some good stuff. Zero, I see you over there. Good. See you over there in the Discord. Let's see what we got for timing. Well, we're coming up, excuse me, on an hour for what I thought really was just going to be a 5-minute test for me to test to make sure that I was hitting the streams good. And, but at this point, I think I'm going to get ready to bid a good night to everyone. I'm glad to see that we've got some people came in, said hi. See that we're all here. We're all still keeping the faith, and we will continue to move this train forward. Just be careful. Keep your heads on a swivel. Everybody, keep your heads on a swivel. Let me turn this off. There we go. All right. Okay, everybody. So thank you for helping me out with this test. Appreciate that. And turn on your notifications. Absolutely turn on that subscribe. Hit that like button. Help us with that algorithm. And we will put together some more content. Oh, check out the podcasting. Whatever you listen to podcasts on, check it out. I'm going to be doing some more podcasts. So, Gray Wolf Radio on your favorite podcasting system, whether that's Apple, whether that's Spotify, or Amazon, or Heart Radio. What is the Heart Radio? Whatever that is, I just lost it in my brain. All almost every one of the there's only a couple that I haven't signed up with, but I've got all those podcasting system set up. So check it out, Gray Wolf Radio. I'm going to look at Spotify here. Let me see. Actually, iHeart. That's what I was looking for. iHeart Radio. I'm going to do a search here real quick. Bear with me. There we go. Okay, yeah. Podbean. So I don't know if everyone is familiar with that. It's been a while since I've been out there, obviously. Share the URL. Okay, so this is the last one that I did. I'll share that out. So that's the Podbean. So you can go and check that out. Share share out any of the broadcasts. I will also be, whenever I do a podcast, it'll come out on YouTube as well. Yeah, and Twitter. So yeah, you'll be able to hear those podcasts from there as well. So we'll do that. Pandora. I'm not on Pandora, but I'm on Apple and iHeartRadio and Spotify and all of those. So you can check that out. All right, folks. So just thanks for coming in. I appreciate and love all of you. Let's let's keep our heads up, keep our chins up, and make sure that we keep we've just got to get together. We've got to keep in communication. So with that, I'm just going to say good night to everybody, and we'll be back soon. Happy New Year, and until then.